Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Start?
Uh-huh.
Hey guys, okay, we're back. My nephew asked a question. As long as we only used one potato, what are we going to do with the other potato? And I'm going to give you teenagers a nice little lesson on what you can do with your potato. First, you can take your potato, put it in the microwave for about 11 minutes, and bake it. And you could put sour cream, chives, onions, if you have canned chili, cheese, what have you, on top of it. Also, you could put it in the microwave, cook it for 11 minutes, chop it into quarters, fry it, put it on the plate, put cheese on it, tomato, what have you, put it in the microwave for a minute, and bake it off. We're going to go ahead, somewhere down the line, we're going to go through 4 or 5 different things that you can do with the classic potato. But that's going to be later on down the road. Meanwhile, we're going to finish our stew and get working on that. So, now, the next product that we're going to work with is our protein. Now, protein means meat. Today's protein is a pork loin chop. Now, I picked pork loin chop because it was on sale. It was at a good price. And it can be, used for many different things. And it's a very lean meat. If you see, all the fat is on the outside, but throughout it, there's not that much. So what we're going to do is we're going to cube our meat, cutting off whatever fat there is or what have you, keeping it lean. And now you could do this stew with beef, with chicken. I've seen people do it with shrimp. Like I said, we did pork loin because it was on sale, and I like pork. I know there's people out there going, pork, yeah, that's bad. No, it's the other white meat. It's okay. It's not a bad thing. You can cook it, the whole bit. I have, Now, I would suggest for your stew, maybe 4 pork loins altogether. Because I assume that you guys are probably cooking for 4 or 5. Maybe. I cook for up to 7. So, it means we have to put a little bit more in there for those of us who are eating in this home. Now, you've had a quick glimpse of my nephew here. He is 13 at this time.
Right? 14.
14, I apologize. 14 in freshman year of high school. He's a football player. He stands about 6 foot tall. He's about 200 pounds. Yeah, that's a big kid in high school.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to need, a lot of protein to eat. So we try to make plenty to be in our stew. And if you had heard, my nephew just stated grandma's home. That means my mother. Which, to be perfectly honest, this is my mother's home. We cook in it. We live in it. We have a good time in it. She gets to eat the food that we cook. She gets to enjoy the things that we do. And live on. Now, as you see, I've cut up all of our stew meat. I'm going to dump out the excess blood from the pork to get rid of it, which means I have to clean the entire sink again. Let's see. Thank you. Now, grabbing the pork, we're going to dump it all into our pot. And you probably can't smell this, unfortunately, but it smells really good.
Mm-hmm.
Just the vegetables alone are smelling pretty good. We're going to dump our pork in. Now, right now, we haven't put any salt, any pepper, anything like that in, because most of our flavor is going to come from our curry. But I am going to add, right now, a little white pepper, just a little. a little bit. See, don't grab the big thing for salt. That's a bad idea. Don't do that. You come over here. You find the little thing of salt and dump and sprinkle some in. Now, on top of this, you need 2 cups of water. That's going to help cook all the meat, cook all the vegetables, get them all pretty and ready to go, and create a nice little broth. So, 2 cups of water. Look at that. If you guys want, you can go ahead and use filtered water or what have you. We have a high salt in our, and it'll all cook out. It's not that big of a deal. But you put it in, cover it up, put it on medium to low heat, and come back to it, stirring it every 5 minutes until the pork is cooked, and we'll go ahead and come back when that happens. So stay tuned.